History isn't just about names and dates. It's a treasure trove of strange tales and incredible happenings. From bizarre rituals to peculiar inventions, the past holds mysteries waiting to be explored. But amidst these curiosities, have you ever wondered how such oddities shape the course of our world? Today, in our video, we're exploring the really weird and amazing parts of world history. There are some super strange inventions and events that make us go, wow. Let's find out cool facts from way back when that not many people know about. It's like a fun adventure through time, discovering things that make us curious and totally amazed. So, come along as we dive into these hidden stories that make history so fascinating. The first proposal for space travel. Hidden within the pages of English history rests an exciting proposal for space travel by Oliver Cromwell's brother-in-law, theologian John Wilkins. It's astonishing to learn that way back then, in those old times, someone like Wilkins dreamt of sending humans to the moon using flying chariots. His ideas about space travel were truly ahead of his time. Exploring Wilkins' theories feels like discovering a secret treasure of innovative thoughts. His vision and quest to explore other celestial bodies leave us feeling curious and fascinated. It's incredible to think about how people in the past envisioned things that seemed impossible at the time. Wilkins' story reminds us that imagination and determination have always driven humans to dream big and explore the unknown, sparking a sense of wonder about the history of space exploration. Plots against Fidel Castro. Exploring the secret history reveals something really astonishing: the countless attempts to assassinate Fidel Castro, Cuba's former leader. Can you believe it? More than 600 times, people tried to get rid of him. Some attempts were incredibly strange, like trying to poison him with thallium or even using an exploding cigar. It's both shocking and intriguing to learn about these bizarre and creative ways his enemies tried to eliminate him. Surprisingly, despite all these attempts, Castro managed to survive each one, making it a unique achievement on his part. Hearing about these clandestine attempts to remove a leader feels like diving into a suspenseful spy story, leaving us fascinated and curious about the extraordinary lengths people go to for their goals, even in the world of politics. The pedestrian house builder. Simeon Ellerton was quite an extraordinary character in history, known for his really unusual habits. Can you believe it? He constructed his own house by carrying stones on his head, stones he gathered while traveling around. His story is truly fascinating because this peculiar practice of carrying stones became a lifelong habit for him. It's remarkable how this unique habit shaped not only his home, but also the way he lived his life. Learning about Ellerton feels like discovering a real-life story of someone who did things in a completely unexpected way, leaving us curious and amazed at how unusual habits can turn into something so important in shaping a person's life. His story makes us reflect on the ways our habits and routines can influence our lives in unexpected ways. The one-legged London Underground hero. William Bumper Harris was quite a remarkable person in London's history. He was an underground employee, but what made him stand out was his extraordinary bravery. Imagine this. He had just one leg, but he fearlessly rode London's first escalator at Earl's Court. He did this amazing act to reassure nervous passengers that the escalator was safe to use. Learning about Harris feels like uncovering a legendary story of courage and determination. The artifacts connected to his brave act, kept at the London Transport Museum, tell a fascinating tale of his courage. It's incredible how one person's act of bravery can reassure and inspire many others. Harris' story reminds us of the power of courage and how a single act can leave a lasting impact on others, making us feel admiration and respect for his bravery. Boston's Toffee Apple Tsunami. In Boston, there was a really strange day when something unexpected happened. A huge tank filled with sticky molasses as wide as 90 feet suddenly exploded. Can you believe it? This unusual incident caused a lot of chaos. The explosion created what people called a toffee apple tsunami. This sticky wave swept through the streets, causing havoc and even taking lives. The aftermath of this bizarre incident left a strange residue of molasses all over the city, making it a really odd event that got remembered in Boston's history. Learning about this peculiar day feels both surprising and kind of unbelievable, like something out of a strange story. It makes us feel a mix of fascination and sadness for the people affected by this really unusual disaster that left such a sticky mark on the city. The 9-year-old best-selling author, Vasey Ashford, a remarkable young girl, did something extraordinary at just 9 years old. She wrote a novel. But here's the thing. This novel got forgotten for nearly 30 years. Can you believe it? Her childhood creation, which she wrote when she was so young, eventually became a bestseller when it was published. It's truly astonishing how something she wrote as a child led to such unexpected success later in her life. Learning about Ashford feels like discovering a hidden treasure, a story that started in childhood and later changed her life in an unexpected way. It's inspiring to think about how a small thing done when you're young can lead to something big in the future, leaving us amazed and motivated by her incredible story of success. The Duke's theatrical bet. Step into the world of 18th century London where something extraordinary happened, an incredible hoax orchestrated by the Duke of Montague. Here's what happened. A magician promised some amazing tricks, and people gathered in a packed theater, eager to witness the spectacle. But you know what? It turned out to be a big joke. The amusing part came when the truth behind this grand show was revealed. Learning about this event feels like stumbling upon a fantastic story from the past, a mix of excitement and humor. It's fascinating to peek into history and discover how people back then enjoyed a good prank, leaving us feeling entertained and amused by this clever and humorous hoax pulled off by the Duke of Montague. Horoscopes and a serial killer. In an intriguing twist of events, there's a chilling link between horoscopes and a notorious serial killer in France. You wouldn't believe it. Psychologist Michel Gauquelin conducted an experiment that connected the accuracy of horoscopes with a criminal's birth chart. It's quite eerie, isn't it? Learning about this connection makes us feel a mix of surprise and unease. It's like peering into an enigmatic puzzle, revealing a strange connection between something as everyday as horoscopes and the birth chart of a criminal. It leaves us with a sense of curiosity and an eerie feeling about the mysterious ways in which things might be connected in the world. The Parisian chastity belt controversy. In a journey back to 1930s Paris, there was an astonishing courtroom drama involving Henry Lidier, a baker with an unusual story. It's quite strange. He took extreme steps to prevent his wife from being unfaithful, and this led to a really unusual court case. What was so odd about it? Well, it involved the chastity belt, some problems in his marriage, and a court trial that caught the public's attention. Learning about this case feels like discovering a really bizarre story from the past, a mix of surprise and curiosity. It's like peeking into a time capsule and finding this strange tale that captivated people's interest, leaving us both amazed and intrigued by the unusual events that unfolded in that Parisian courtroom. The fight for women's right to smoke. In the bustling New York City of 1908, there was quite a stir when a woman got arrested just for smoking in public. Her name was Katie Mulcahy, and what she did sparked a big debate about women's rights. She bravely stood her ground against a law that was unfair, showing everyone that women should have the freedom to smoke if they wanted to. Katie's story feels really inspiring. It's like discovering a courageous woman who fought for what she believed was right. Her actions paved the way for women to have more freedom, making us feel proud and grateful for her bravery in challenging discriminatory rules and fighting for women's rights. Conclusion. These strange and surprising historical tales peel back the layers of the past, revealing fascinating and often humorous anecdotes. As we journey through these lesser-known stories, we uncover the quirky, inspiring, and sometimes bizarre moments that have shaped our history. Thank you for joining us on this captivating expedition through the eccentricities of history. Remember to subscribe for more intriguing historical revelations. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of our past.